Paint me a picture, Winslow Homer, not of men in blue or gray. Paint a picture of my true love on the distant shores of Maine. Winslow Homer was an American painter in the 19th century, and also, well, he lived to 1910. Anyway, he started off as an illustrator in the Civil War, and papers and magazines, they just employed a lot of illustrators because photography, although it was invented by that time, it was not good enough to capture just action or everyday events. People would have to stand very still, and so they had this unnatural poses and whatnot. So he started off as an illustrator. At the end of the war, he had a few paintings, and he had gotten an offer from Harper's Weekly magazine to come full-time as an illustrator. And he really wanted to be a painter, and he didn't want to work for anyone else. So he had 3 paintings. He thought, I'm going to put these up for auction, and if they sell, I'll become a painter. If they don't sell, I'll take the offer from Harper's Weekly and just be a full-time illustrator. Well, as it turns out, the painting sold, and I don't know, sometime in the future when he figured out that it was his older brother, Charles, that bought the paintings and set him up, got him on his way to become a painter. So he believed in what he was doing, and I don't know if Winslow was ticked off at that or what. I don't think he would be. He might have let on he was. But anyway, needless to say, he became a great painter, and is one of the top American painters, because he painted real life. He after the war, he painted the devastation and just the social things that really, a lot of things that hadn't changed. He painted a lot of optimism with little children out in the schoolyard playing and in the classroom and whatnot. But he moved to Maine in 1884, and he spent the last 26 years of his life in Maine painting the sea, and really that was what he painted, which was a very difficult subject, really, but he painted that. And there was a place called Prout's Neck. It's right outside Portland. It's about 10 miles south of Portland in Scarborough, Maine. The Portland Museum of Art was looking for a tour guide last summer they were looking for a few tour guides to lead tours out to the studio where he painted. And so I saw the ad, and I jumped on it and had an interview. But part of the interview process was also that you'd give a 5 or 10 minute kind of a demonstration or learning, teaching kind of a thing in front of the one of his more famous paintings. And I didn't really quite know what to do. I mean, I knew what to do, but I didn't know enough about him to feel that I was talking truthfully about the man and his work. I thought I'd only be up there blathering and making stuff up. You know, I mean, not really making stuff up, but just you'd feel like, I really need to know more about this guy before I start talking about him. So anyway, rather than do this, the 5-minute teaching demonstration or whatever, I wrote the song, Winslow Homer, and I played it, and that's how the song came about. Yeah, that's about it. And so if you ever come to Maine, you can go on a Winslow Homer tour. and see where he painted. It's a lovely spot. But when he got there, though, it was rough and ready. But that's what he liked. He was a bit of a character. If you get a chance, have a look on YouTube and look for Winslow Homer painting. It was painted in the Bahamas, and it was on kind of like an antique roadshow kind of show where this man and his daughter brought the painting, and they said, "Yep, that's a Winslow Homer painting you have there. That's worth an awful lot of money." And but that was only the beginning of the story. As it turned out, well, I could go on all night. I'll talk to you later. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.
And she's so tender, true, and kind. And every time he lays down in the evening, thoughts of her haunt his mind. So paint him a picture, Mr. Homer, not of us in blue or gray. Paint a picture of his true love on the distant shore.